Hi. Hi. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Yeah, go. Say hello, hello. Hi. Hey, baby. We're here with Sanjay and Paddington's pocket petite Goldendoodles. Yes. Look at these babies. Look at these babies. What are you doing? What are you doing? So we are 5 weeks old, guys. And I was doing CD's video and mentioned that they were the ones that were being chosen this week, next weekend, and it's not. It's Sanjay's. These were born less than 24 hours apart from Sanjay or from CD, so I get them kind of confused with my dates. So each of you should have received your directions. For those that are coming, if you're flying, then that doesn't apply to you. But you should also receive puppy pickup instructions. That was one email, and it just kind of lets you know our times that we're all choosing. And temperament testing will be done tomorrow, and you will get the results Wednesday. And then you'll have another video on Wednesday. And a lot of people are just choose from that final video. But if you want to FaceTime, then your appointment time is listed. I will text everybody at your time slot, and you can let me know your choice. And I will also be texting or email. I prefer text, that way we can just talk back and forth. But I will also let you know what puppies are chosen as they're chosen, so that you know what to expect. We have a couple really small puppies in CD's litter that are actually more this size than they are the mini. So like the red and the light pink, they're just a little bit smaller. But in this litter, here's light pink girl. You don't like your new collar? No? We have 2 girls, 3 boys. And this is one of the girls, light pink collar girl. Yeah, she's pretty short but stocky. She has a very heavy middle there. I got a big tummy. Yeah, and tall is purple. So these 2 girls are seeming to be more towards the petite, so more towards the 16-pound range versus the pocket size. Little dark green collar boy is still more the pocket size here. His growth, what we do is we take their overall growth too. So how much are they growing, and are they growing a lot in between now and going home? So that lets us know if their growth is stopping at that pocket stage or if they're going to move on to the petite. So little dark green collar boy, yeah. And then red collar is actually, he looks thick, but he's short and very light. So he's going to be closer to that pocket size too. You're like, no. So if you are on this list and you have to have below that 16-pound mark, then it's really going to be red and green. And if that is not your choice, then let me know. We can work with you on that. I would rather know sooner than later so that we can get you settled where you need to be. So this little guy here, oh my goodness. Black collar boy, that mahogany velvet dark red. This is Jessica's favorite of the litter. And look at that white. Yes. At first she thought he was going to be like too outgoing, but he's like suddenly, yeah, everybody's best friend. Aren't you? Aren't you, baby? Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah. Okay, so coats. A little more curly is going to be purple and light pink. Of the boys, a little curly, not too curly though, is gonna be red collar boy. Everybody else is a wavy. When I say everybody else, I mean black and green. And I'm gonna go here, messing with the longhorn is purple. Hi, purple is a dark red. And if I can get her out here, let's get you out in the light so we can see you in the light. See, you can see that dark compared to the others. Look at her go, look at her go. Hi, hi. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Yeah, go, go. No? Yeah. This is why we do temperament testing at this age. We catch their underlying personalities, but you have to wait for them to get that personality. Find their temperament. It takes a long time to actually see that. Yes. No, no. And we're talking. We're talking and we're walking. Get that longhorn. Get that longhorn. Everybody gets a longhorn, a block, and now for the little ones get a small, we call it a football. Small football. The big dogs get the big ones. Yeah, and you're wanting that pillow. You're wanting that pillow, aren't you? You can see this age, they're just like, now maybe you can see with my hand how big they are. I know they look pretty big on when I'm holding them up close, but when you see my hand next to them, then you can kind of see they're still tiny little babies, aren't you? Yes, you are. And I thought you were going to be a lot lighter, but look at that. It's actually a peanut butter color, guys. Now, I will say one thing that we've heard about our Sanjay and our Parker pockets. Now, unless they're, a total apricot, most of the time, actually almost all the time, we've known that the red pigment, we have a fading red gene in Paddington's line. So we know that the reds can fade and turn more peanut butter as they get older. However, for some reason, Parker and Sanjay's litters, some of the peanut butter ones that go home are turning dark red. Can't tell whose that's going to be, but that is the reports we've been getting back here over the years. So when you're first starting out with them, it's hard to know just what they're going to turn out to be, but that's the reports. But I do believe this is going to be more of an apricot here, because look at underneath here. You are just, you know what? You remind me of my Duke. Yes, you do. Yeah. They're so soft, guys. The doodle coat. Yeah, they make great pillows. Aren't you? Don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I like to be a pillow. Look at these teeth, guys. Look at those teeth. So right now they're still getting gruel. They're nibbling on mama's food. And once everybody has full teeth in, then we'll stop that gruel and we'll start giving them regular solid kibble. We're doing picking with this litter at 6 weeks because we have so many puppies in 2 litters, and owners just can't all choose at the same time, just to make sure, especially with all the time zones that we're working with the litters. So we're doing this litter. I decided to do them at 6 weeks just because we don't have as many people in this litter, many puppies in this litter. And also, I think everybody in this litter really actually already knows what they want. I think people are pretty kind of set. I know the first pick prefers a girl, but it's not like completely written down. Oh, come head to head. Head to head. It's slippery. Is it slippery? Yeah? What are you doing over here? What are you doing over here? What? Are you talking? Are you talking? Are you? What did you think? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the longhorn talks. Should we sit it up? Oh. What does that longhorn have to say? dark purple. I bet she's going to score high on the intelligence. She's talkative and, yeah, she's really... What do you think? So one thing I've been saying for a long time, Doodles are incredibly intelligent, guys. We've taken 2 breeds and mixed them together. Very smart poodle and a retriever, and all of a sudden you have a dog that's incredibly intelligent. So they require training. Even these little babies, they need training. I am not sure if Hilton Butler has any spots left for this session after they go home, but you can always contact them. Their link is below. What are you doing? You leave her alone. You leave her alone. Yeah. Ah. What are you doing? What are you doing? I can see why Jessica gets stuck out here playing, because I know they're fun to play with, and these coats. Kind of obsessed with these coats. You know, one of the therapy parts of having a doodle, we have a lot of people that have one of our doodles for emotional support. That's how I came into this, was for emotional support. Started with retrievers though, but our son passed away 23 years ago, and I turned to dogs for my therapy. And even people that, for emotional support, or if you're just doing physical therapy, this whole action of moving your hand and moving it through a coat, I mean, it's a sensory thing. And so when people, they're like, oh yeah, therapy dog, emotional support. Even these tiny little babies here can be quite a good therapy, just to have one to pet. Yeah, yes. We have so many stories. Yeah, they just overwhelm your heart when you think about it. But like I said, training, they need some kind of training. They need obedience training. They need to know, you have to let them know, and you have to imprint it on their brain what they can and cannot do. If you don't want them on, look, you've got my towel. You've got my towel. You can't eat that. No. No. The towel in case we have a poopy accident or something. Yeah. Oh dear. So at this size, a pocket or a petite doodle can be a service dog when it comes to like diabetic detection, seizure detecting, but they cannot catch a person who has a seizure and to prevent their fall. They can't do that. So you will notice that in their temperament, you're going to get, if they're a service dog or not, the type of service that a little dog like this can have. Their frame is not going to be strong enough, so they're not going to be able to do carry around equipment. But they certainly can be alert dogs for, and when I say diabetic detection, I'm a diabetic, so we do have a lot of dogs that end up being diabetic detection dogs. That dog has to be trained to a specific person. You can't just get somebody else's diabetic, and they can't be trained without being with you. So if you're not in the area, then that is something that you would have to discuss with Hilton Butler, what they can do. They can get started on the training, but your dog has to be trained to you in order to do that kind of service. So they can still do stuff even at these little sizes, can't you? Yeah. Gotta tell you, Sanjay's litter is a pretty popular litter. I can't tell you how many messages and emails of people saying, please put me in case there's a backup of somebody canceling. See, now this is a red. This is a red collar. We gotta go get more red. That other one was just too light. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna do more video on Wednesday for this litter. So this isn't your final video. You will have one more video along with temperament testing, and of course their individual pictures this week, so that you can hopefully make a decision what you're looking for. And again, if because some of these aren't going to be that 10-pound, they're going to be closer to the 16-pound. If that does not interest you, then let me know. I believe we may end up with a spot on CD's litter, and she has those two tiny dogs, the red and the hot pink, that really are quite small, and lavender, but I think lavender's probably going to go first because she is actually more of a pocket size. She's really, really tiny. Yes, we're talking. We're talking. Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? No? No? Now they're all talking. CD's dark green is talking back to Sanjay's dark green. Oh. He wants out. He wants over here to play. Isn't that sad? Yeah, look, you're way over there. You're sad. You're on the other side of the room. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I keep saying I'm going to say goodbye and then I get caught up. All right, we will say goodbye and we will see you Wednesday.